ribbon on me. Gotta keep a papa for the red ribbon on me.
Scare my shots on the beat.
30 hertz straight up.
I gotta keep a papa, yeah, for the red ribbon on me. Fly away on Nimbus, yeah. Headed up the commies. I need me a bag full of sensu to get me back started. You don't even know what I've been through. This train is hyperbolic. I ain't had a session in a minute, but I'm back. Let me finish. I'ma throw on the shade. With a sign with the pivot. I can't throw it away. I'm mellow.
Here, and we're back in this joint. We're gonna be doing What If Naruto Was the Sixth Hokage one shot. So this takes place around the time as Tsunade is currently in a coma, as the council members are currently deciding on who could be the next Hokage. As after a lot of debating, they decide that they should let some of the civilian and clan members decide on it too, just to see if they can get votes. As Donzo, by default, voted for himself. Listen. Since Tsunade is currently, well, not deceased, but in a coma, I think Donzo, would be a great replacement. As well, I know what the village needs, and is ready to make any sacrifices needed. Alright, then what do you clan members have to say? I nominate Naruto Uzumaki, Shikaku Nara says, as everyone in the room looks at him surprised. But that he's a kid. Why him? Think about it. Naruto literally just took on pain by himself. And he won, did he not? That is skill right there. And as long as Naruto has an advisor to guide him through, I think he would be a great Hokage. The boy has potential. You've all seen that, even years ago, back when he took down the One Tails, Shinjuki. He saved everyone, yet you all refuse to give the boy credit. So this is why I think the boy should be Hokage, at least until Tsunade comes back, the sixth Hokage. And if Tsunade does come back and refuses, the boy will permanently have the spot. Anyone who agrees with me, say aye. Aye, as pretty much the rest of the council members, at least from the clans, agreed with him, such as Inochi, Yamanaka, Choza, Akamichi, and the rest of them, as they're all kind of irrelevant. Alright, fine. As Donzo, who's in the corner, is thinking to himself, that Uzumaki brat, I knew we should have killed him years ago. Alright, Donzo. Well, due to voting, Naruto Uzumaki will be the new sixth Hokage. As I forgot the two old people's names are, so the girl's gonna be Koja, and the boy's just gonna be Kozu, because I forgot their names. As Koju calls Naruto. As Naruto finally appears in the council room, as he says, Datebayo! Man, why did you guys call me here? I was trying to help out. Rebuild the village and all, since, well, Grandma Tsunade is currently gone. Naruto Uzumaki. As you know, Tsunade, aka the fifth Hokage, is currently in a coma. And, well, there's no one really currently to take her place, at least until we thought of you. We've seen your feats throughout the years, such as taking out the One Tails Jinchuriki, or even, recently, as you took down Pain, the leader of the Akatsuki, the group that's currently trying to find you. That's why we think, personally, you, Naruto Uzumaki, would be a great candidate to be the sixth Hokage. And As you know, well, as you probably do know, you are the heir to the Namikaze heritage and Uzumaki throne and all that. As you are the son of Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze. Tell me something I don't know. You knew? Who told you? Actually, no one told me, unfortunately. I actually met him myself. He's the reason why I never went on a rampage. But you don't need to know that since you all are now telling me my heritage. Toju says, trying to cover it up and try to make Naruto forget. Anyway, we have the keys to his house, which where you will stay for now, and you will take the throne tomorrow. You take the title Hokage, sixth Hokage tomorrow. Okay, Naruto Uzumaki, for now, you can go check out that new place of yours, since it's currently yours. We'll have to do the paperwork and we'll have you the resident of that house. So, you can leave now. As Naruto exits out of the council room, he's thinking to himself, man, who would have thought I actually accomplished my dream of being Hokage already? Right. Just because you're Hokage doesn't mean everything's over just yet. Remember what your sensei Jiraiya wanted, correct? To end the cycle of hatred? Well, words got out that Sasuke Uchiha has joined the Akatsuki, so you still need to stop them. Sure, you might have gotten one goal out the way, but you still got another one. Fair enough, Kurama. Fair enough. As Naruto had actually learned Kurama's name earlier in canon, and they actually were kind of cool at this point. You should definitely go check out that house of yours, since it currently is yours. And from what I can remember, since I was once inside of your mother, she had some jutsu there for you. Taking a nap, Kurama says, as Naruto leaves from the mindscape. As on his way to the place, he had actually ran into Kakashi. Oh, hey, Kakashi. Oh, hey, hi, Naruto. Wait, did you just call me Kakashi? Oh, yeah, I did. I mean, well, I'm gonna become Hokage soon, so I mean, I don't really think I'm gonna be calling you Kakashi much anymore. Also, the fact that you kept the secret of my heritage away from me. So, there's also that, but it's alright. But Naruto, I was, as Naruto didn't want to hear it as he teleported away. As he had finally arrived to the gate, he had tried to open it, but as soon as he tried, his fist got electrocuted. Ow! Bruh, are you dumb? Or are you just dumb? Obviously, you have to. Alright, let me explain this to you. Bite your finger, get some blood, and rub it over the little scanner thing. Your father made it specific to only people with his blood could get into this house. So, yeah, his and your mother's blood. So, just do that. As Naruto falls in pursuit while doing everything Kurama said, as the gate had actually opened. Interesting. Well, let's go check it out. As Naruto had actually entered the house, as he had looked around, he could see a lot of things. The first thing he had specifically seen was a man with blonde hair and a woman with red hair. As he had gotten closer to it, he could realize that that was his mother and father. As granted, he didn't know that was his mother until it took him a minute to realize, as he had actually never seen her in person just yet. Look at that. Mom and dad. Man, I really wish they were there for me. Well, they were, in spirit. Anyway, let's go check this place out. As Naruto had checked out a bunch of places in the house, checking out the rooms, seeing that there was actually 4 rooms. As one of those rooms was actually where Dry used to stay from time to time when he came to visit. As hold up. I'm back. As Naruto looks at this, he dwells on how he actually missed Jiraiya a lot, as it had been about a month or so since he had died. As that's actually how long it was in canon, so I'm not even making this up. As Naruto says, well, no time to dwell on the past. Unfortunately, Jiraiya isn't here anymore, but we'll be watching from out there. As Naruto actually stumbled upon a jutsu when he had entered his father's basement, as he had seen a scroll with jutsu and a box right next to it. Naruto had seen this box. First, he went towards the box, opening that first, as it seemed a little more appealing than the scroll. As Naruto had opened it, he had seen a blade, a short blade, but not a short blade, just a normal blade. But it was special in a way. As he read the note on it, that was kind of just sticky noted to it. Dear Naruto, if you're reading this letter, this means you're alive, which, thank Lord, is good. This is from me, Kushina Uzumaki, dear mother. This is what I've left you behind, as unfortunately I didn't have much, but this blade was something I valued greatly. Something that I was gifted by my great-grandmother. Though, let's not talk about this. This is what I'm entrusting into you. I know you can make a change to this blade. And it'd mean a lot if that blade was there with you. From Shina Uzumaki, aka your mother. As Naruto smiles while reading this, Mom really was a kind soul, just like Dad said. As Naruto puts the note in his pocket, he looks next to the scroll, as he also sees a note on it. Dear Naruto, if you're reading this, then well, you probably read your mother's note first, but that's okay. This is from me, the fourth Hokage, aka your father. Basically, I left you behind a jutsu, one of my prized possessions, more specifically. Something called the Flying Right Jutsu, which was first created by the second Hokage, but I eventually improved it and even took it to the next level. As this jutsu you will need some use of sealing jutsu, so you're gonna need to become a little skilled at that. As here's some Fun Jutsu, aka sealing jutsu, on the second scroll next to you, as there was two scrolls. After you become a little more skilled when it comes to Fuinjutsu, you'll get the Flying Arching down pat. I know you can. I believe in you. From Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage. As Naruto puts the other note in his pocket, he smiles, saying, they really did care about me, even if they couldn't be there for me in person. As the months go by, Naruto had actually became pretty skilled in most of these things, such as, well, when it came to swordsmanship, and, well, sealing jutsu, as Kakashi, a way of apologizing for not telling Naruto about all this, actually helped him with the sealing jutsu to improve. As Naruto actually was Hokage for a while, we fast forward about 3 months later, as Naruto's in his Hokage chair in the office, as suddenly he sees a hawk. As Naruto opens the letter and reads it, Dear Naruto, /dope. It's from me, Sasuke Uchiha. Meet me in the Valley of the End. This is where we will settle everything. Come prepared or you will die. As the note suddenly turns into flames, as Naruto quickly drops it before it could, well, burn him. As he curses to himself. Dang it. Sasuke really does want a war, but it seems like I'm gonna have to fix this and finish this. I should have been finished this a long time ago. As Naruto, before he could leave the Hokage office or even leave his door, suddenly someone had opened it, as it was Ino. Someone
he often didn't really see all that much. But recently, him and her actually became pretty good friends, as they shared a similar interest of ramen, as secretly Ino loved ramen. Something Naruto didn't really know, but something they tended to bond to. As Ino questions where Naruto is going, Naruto at first tries to make an excuse, but eventually gives in, explaining to her the situation. So let me get this straight. Sasuke is basically telling you to come and fight him in the Valley of the End, and you're stupid enough to go alone? Come on, Naruto. You can't just do this. We care about you too much. If you die, we don't know what would happen. And it's not even that. It's like suicide. We believe in you as much as the next person, but listen, it's my job as Hokage. Sasuke is a threat, and I have to put him down, one way or another. Even if it's the only way, okay? Fine. I believe in you, though. As gives Naruto a hug. It was more of a farewell hug, as, yeah, you already guessed, this is the ship, and Naruto, so yeah. As Naruto leaves, as he's actually in the gate, as he already said his farewells to Ino and a few others, as Naruto, before leaving the village, says, if things go wrong, well, I hope things don't. As about a few hours later, as he appears at the Valley of the End, he sees Sasuke standing on Madara Uchiha's statue, as this was actually often familiar to the last time they fought, as Naruto had standed on Hashirama's statue, with Sasuke first saying something. Glad to see you came, dope. Today is the day we settle this off. Today's the day I kill you, and then after I kill you, I destroy that village, Sasuke says while activating his EMS. I guess so, Sasuke, as Naruto goes into save mode. There can only be one winner, though. Fine with me. As they both go charging towards each other, as Naruto manages to get the first hit, punching Sasuke straight in the face, sending him flying back. As he lands in the water, suddenly he catches himself, saying, Fire style, Phoenix Flower Jutsu, as a fury of Phoenix Flower Ball Jutsus go towards Naruto. Naruto makes two shadow clones, using them as a meat shield. As Naruto simply says, you wanted to fight Sasuke? You're gonna get one. Rasengan! As he goes charging towards Sasuke with Rasengan. Alright then, dope. Chidori! As they both go charging towards each other, they each get sent flying back after the clash. As Naruto suddenly goes into Sage Mode, saying, no more Mr. Nice Guy. As he suddenly creates a Rasen Shuriken, throwing it towards Sasuke. As Sasuke, before it made contact with him, thought, how the heck did Dope make that? That must have been the technique he used to beat Pain. As Sasuke was suddenly hit with it in the face, sending him flying back, as he had crashed into a rock. As Naruto had appeared, picking him up by the neck. Sasuke, you, I will not let you destroy the village. Little goody twos Hokage. Dope, you were so pathetic I never even thought you'd become Hokage. Just like the old days, dead last. As Naruto, suddenly something triggered within him, as those words suddenly repeated in his head. Dead last, dead last. As suddenly, before Sasuke could even tell, he was thrown 7 meters back, 7 miles back, as Naruto went flying towards Sasuke, as he had punched him repeatedly in the face to the point where Sasuke was coughing up blood. As Sasuke says, enough is enough, dope. Susanoo! As suddenly Sasuke is in the Susanoo ribcage. This is where it ends. As he's in the bone state of the Susanoo, Naruto says, Sasuke, you're gonna pay
Kurama! As Naruto enters the Four Tails cloak, while combining that with Sage mode. Sasuke, today is the day we end this. Alright then, dope. Amaterasu! As Naruto was caught off guard with this technique, suddenly he started getting caught on fire, as he didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Kurama started amping him with more chakra to overwhelm the Amaterasu, to the point where Naruto was switched into the Six Tails. As Naruto had suddenly went charging at Sasuke full speed with the Rasengan, as this Rasengan was something he had never seen before. It was an orange Rasengan, as this Rasengan had put a hole through Sasuke's chest. As Sasuke, barely alive, pretty much, muttering up his last words. You will always fail. As he had died. As Naruto, powering back to his normal state, looks down upon Sasuke's dead body, saying to himself, I gave you a chance, Sasuke. You messed it up. Look at you now. As Naruto picks up Sasuke's dead body and seals it into his scroll. As he tries to walk back to the village, he suddenly passes out. As about a few days later, Naruto's woken up by Ino. Ino, how did you get here? I looked for you, Naruto. You've been gone for 4 days. We got worried. I got worried. You had us think you were dead. As she gives Naruto a hug, where's Sasuke at? He's dead, where he belongs. 6 feet under. As Ino helps out Naruto, she says, never thought you would do it one day. I'm just glad you gave up on him. As they both walk back to the village. I'm gonna fast forward about 2 months later, as Naruto is peacefully chilling in a forest, as him and Ino are actually out training for a little bit, as a crow comes out of nowhere, as this crow gives off a message, as Naruto suddenly takes the note reading it. Dear Naruto Uzumaki, aka Hokage, I would like to have a conference with you. I, the Raikage, would like to have a conference with you in 2 days. A private one. No guards, no backup. As Naruto at first thinks this over, quickly interjects saying, are you crazy? You need backup, obviously. If you go by yourself, 9 times out of 10, he'll try to jump you, and then you could die. As Naruto takes this advice, he says he has to go as he leaves and eventually finds 2 people he actually trusts. Shikamaru and Neji. As these 2 specifically he thought would be great. As Naruto and Shikamaru and Neji all go to meet up with the Raikage as it's been 2 days. Alright, Raikage-sama, why have you called us here? No reason specifically, Uzumaki-san. Just, we want to strike an offer with you. Specifically in buying your country, as in getting access to the Land of Fire, and me being able to rule both the Land of Fire and the Land of Lightning. Do we have a deal? I would have to respectfully decline, Raikage-sama. Personally, this was always my goal, to become Hokage. And why give that all up when I accomplished that? Though I do have a thing for you. Stick with what you got. It'll do you good. As A hears this, he suddenly gets a little enraged. He says, care to say that again?
I will. Stay to yourself, Hokage. As A, getting angry, says, "Alright, come out now!" As three ninja come out of nowhere. As Naruto says, "Come out." As Shikamaru and Neji appear out of nowhere, doing the body flicker jutsu. I see you came with backup. I could say the same for you. I had a feeling you'd do something fishy like this, so, hey, I had to do what I had to do. Shikamaru, you know what to do. Same with you, Neji. Right. As Shikamaru and Choji swiftly take out the bodyguards. As they were getting ready to handle A, as Naruto says, "I got this one." As both Naruto and A go clashing with each other, as A tries to hit Naruto with a lightning fist, as Naruto manages to dodge, barely, as he throws a kunai, as A laughs as the kunai misses. You really thought you could have hit? As he was cut off mid-sentence as he was Rasengan in the back. What the? As he starts to have flashbacks to when he had fought Minato, the fourth Hokage. What the? Are you Minato's son? No, I'm not the yellow Flash, but I am the orange Flash. Naruto says, going into a similar pose as Minato. Hokage-sama, I'll give you one chance. Run or die. Okay. You win this, Hokage-sama. As A body flickers out of the office. As we fast forward years later, as Naruto had been ruling the village pretty peacefully, as well, him and eventually had kids and all that. And Tsunade did wake up, yes, she did, 7 years later, at least. And, well, everything went pretty much the same. Boruto doesn't really exist, but they do have a son. If y'all want me to, make a series about him, well, comment that down below. And, well, for now, Anime Sensei out. Road to 2K, 200.